back to Science Gadi. Today's video is going to be super interesting. It's all about Python, a programming language. I have a tutorial for you about the basics of Python. I know that you might have several questions in mind. Maybe this might be one of them. So here's the first question. What's special about Python? So now Python is a general programming language. It means that it can be used to build just about anything, and that will be made easy with the right tools and libraries. Professionally, Python is used for web development, data analysis, scientific computing, and artificial intelligence. You might have another question in mind. Why is Python the best language to learn? That's because Python is widely accepted as the best programming language because it's fast, easy to use, and it's widely used to develop scalable web applications. For example, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube, all these are built in Python. So are you ready to become a Python programmer? But wait, before that we have to learn a few terms and the syntax used in Python.
The first step is to install Python. Before that, you have to check whether your device is 64-bit or 32-bit. And there's a separate link for installation for Mac and Windows. So let's start. So here's the process of how to install Python. Type python.org. Once you get that, just scroll down until you see www.python.org. Then click on it. Once you come to the Python official website, you have the Downloads tab, in which you have an option for Windows, Mac, and other platforms as well. My device is Windows, so I have chosen Windows. Before downloading, do check the instructions given, such as the first one, that is, note that Python 3.9.5 cannot be downloaded on Windows 7 or earlier. So if you have Windows 7 or earlier, don't download the latest version, that is 3.9.5. So mine is a 64-bit device, so I'm going to download the Windows installer 64-bit. Download for your device accordingly. For opening the Python once installed, search Python in the start bar, click on the IDLE Python. Then something like this opens, and this window is known as the interactive mode. Now let us try to do the addition operation between two numbers in the interactive mode. Take A as 3 and B as 5 and print in bracket A plus B. Then we will get the sum of these two numbers. The answer will be immediately printed as this is the interactive mode. In this mode, you don't have to save the file to print the answer. But there's a drawback in this mode. It is that the earlier program does not get saved in the interactive mode, and the previous line can't be edited once you move to the next line. So to use two of these features, we use another mode which is known as the script mode. So let's see the process how to open the script mode. Click on File, select New File, and the script mode will open. And in the script mode also, I have done the same operation of the addition of the two numbers 3 and 5. As you can see, if I try to go back to the previous line and edit it, it is possible in the script mode. Now I'm going to continue to write the program in the script mode. Once I press enter, I won't be able to see the answer directly. So I have to save the program. You can give any name to the file and the extension will be .py. This is the extension for Python files. Once you save, click on Run, select Run module and you will be able to see the answer. You can also see the path where you have saved the file. Moving on to the different terms used in Python, we shall learn about data types, keywords, and variables. In programming, data type is an important concept. Data type tells about the type of data. For example, it can be an integer, float, character, or string. Examples of integer are -2, 5, 33, -81. In a float, it can be positive or negative, but it has a decimal always. Examples: 2.45, -13.32, 18.33. Character. This consists of a single alphabet or letter. For example, A, C, 3. It should be written in single or double quotes. String is a collection of characters. For example, a name of a person, Sachin, Rahul, CA. Moving on to variables. Variable is a name given to an information or data. For example, I write salary is equal to 1500. Here, salary is the variable and 1500 is the data stored in it. These are some of the rules that you should keep in mind while defining a variable in Python. The first one is that variable name must start with a letter or underscore character. A variable name cannot start with a number, but the number can come in between or in the end. For example, I take the variable as sum6. It can be a variable, whereas 6 sum cannot be a variable because the number is in the beginning of the variable. Moving on to keywords. Keywords are those who hold special meaning to the computer. So the computer has a special understanding for a keyword. The program that we write mostly comprises of these keywords. Here is a list of keywords, but we only use a few of them, such as false, for, true, while, and, or, if, return. These are a few that we use in most of the programs, but the rest are rarely used.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching Science Garage. Don't forget to subscribe and like. See you in the next video.